Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adjoa, and today's video we are going to be doing a quick and easy eyebrow tutorial. So starting off, I'm going to be using the Pond's primer to prime my brows to avoid any oil from the skin, because the skin under my brows. So I'm going to prime my brows as you can see me doing. So after priming my brows, I'm going to brush up the hairs of my brows. So I'm going to be using a pencil, a Davis pencil, to draw my brows. So first of all, I draw the brow, a straight line under my brows. Then I draw a line to meet the tail of my brows. The tail is where the two lines meet, as you can see. So after drawing the tail, I'm going to fill in towards the tail. So after filling in, I'm going to be going towards the beginning of my brows, and I'm going to be using line strokes of lines in the beginning of my brows. As you can see me doing. So I'll repeat the same process on the second brow. So you draw a straight line under the brows, then you draw another line to meet at the tail. You draw another line from the top to meet at the tail, then you go for further to draw a straight line under the brows. So you fill in like as you can see. So when you get to the beginning of the brows, you use line strokes at the beginning of the brows. It helps to make the brows look as natural as possible. So I'll go ahead to fill in the places where I couldn't fill in well. So I go ahead and feather my tail so that when I conceal, it doesn't become too short. So I'm going to conceal my brows with an Eyebrow Pro concealer in the shade Fawn. So I use Fawn under my brows. Usually I use Fawn under my brows to highlight my brows, like to brighten my brows, to make your brows visible. You need to use a lighter shade primer under your brows. So as you can see, I use it to define the brow, I use it to shape in the brows, I use it to clean off the lines, like the unwanted lines. Like if it's too big, I use it to reduce the brow. Like use it to shape the brows, use it to conceal the brows, you use it to define the brows, as you can see. So still using the Eyebrow Pro concealer in Fawn to define under my brows. So I don't use an angle brush. I usually use the little brush on the tip of my concealer. That's what I've been using for my brows ever since. You can use an angle brush if you have one. I have one, but I'm used to using the little brush on the tip of my concealer. Like that's what I'm used to every single time. So that's what I'm using. So after concealing under my brows, I go in again with a pencil to fill in where I mistakenly used the concealer on. So on the top of my brows, I'm going to be using a darker concealer shade, which is Beautiful Bronze. I'm using Beautiful Bronze on the top of my brows. You don't want to use a whitish concealer on top, because when you are going to find it difficult blending your foundation in, especially when you are a dark shade like myself. You want to use a darker concealer on the top of your brows so that you blending your foundation into your brows will be easy for you, because when you use a lighter shade, blending is going to be difficult because you have to blend to make sure the lighter concealer is seamless on the top there. But when it is dark, it's going to blend in perfectly with your foundation shade. So as you can see, I use it to define my top brows. I use a brown. From the video you can see that shade is kind of brown than the shade under the brows. So I use it to define the top of my brows. Usually this is the shade I've been using. I mean, we should be giving a minute of silence for our Elegant Pro concealer because they have been very helpful. They have been budget friendly and very helpful as well. So you can use other concealer, but make sure the one you'll be using for your top brows is darker than the one you'll be using for your light brow. So I go ahead to fill in with my pencils, I mean, to correct the places I was not supposed to use the concealer on, like maybe I overused the concealer, so I use the pencil to go on again. So after, I'm going to blend my concealer, both the one at the top and the bottom of the brows. So first of all, I start from the bottoms of the brow. So the concealer at the bottom of your brows is not wasted because you can use it as a base of your eyeshadow. You can use it for your base of your eyeshadow. Not unlike the top one, the concealer at the top of your brows, when you are the one that you're going to blend into your foundation, the concealer at the bottom of your brow can be useful. So it's advisable if you use more at the bottom of your brows and you use less at the top of your brows. So I'm going to blend the top in as well. I'm going to blend in, which also help in blending out your foundation into your brows. So when it's blend evenly, blending your foundation won't be a problem. So that's what I usually do. So this is one of my eyebrow routine. This is the kind of eyebrow I do when I want to achieve a dramatic look. This is, so I usually do this when I'm creating a dramatic eyeshadow look. Yes, so I have other brow routines. So if you want to see more of my brow routines, comment down below and let me know. So I brush the tip of my brows to make it look natural as possible. And you saw me blending my foundation, so I blend my foundation into my brows, and you can see, you see it's similar. You can't see the concealer I used earlier. So this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching.